could ever take that place.
Okay, so this story that I haven't told anybody yet, or some of you guys know my story, but the story that you don't want to tell, right? I never want to tell. That's the best story. So I'm going to start with this. It was June 30th, 2015. And my wife and I are sitting in the hospital room waiting for the doctor to enter the room and tell us the results of the testing that just took place. The doctor walks into the room, mild-mannered, and sits down, and she says, "I'm sorry to tell you, but your cancer came back, and it's worse than it was before." And that just hit me like a ton of bricks. It's like the pain, excruciating pain in your stomach, then it goes up to your chest. And I'm holding my wife's hand, and we just look at each other. And there was just silence. My wife says, "Well, how long do I have?" And the doctor says, "We don't know, but it's grown faster than it did before. And your cancer has progressed to your lungs. That's why you have a hard time breathing. There's over 40 nodules in both your lungs, and it's growing rapidly. Best case scenario, 3 to 6 months." And then she squeezed my hand. And I squeezed, and I just took a deep breath. And then she said, "Well, what is the odds of us beating this?" And the doctor kind of sat back a little bit. He says, "There's only been 300 cases in the United States in the past 30 years, and nobody has beat it." And it was just pause again. It says, "We could try to do chemo. There is no treatment. And that's the best that we could do for you." And so my heart was just pounding. And she said, "Well, I'll schedule with another appointment for the doctor, and we'll talk about the next steps. And I'm sorry, but you need to prepare." So we left. It was a quiet walk to the car. We shut the door. We just sat there, crying. And then she says, "I don't want to tell anybody I'm dying. And don't tell the kids." And I'm like, oh. Then I said, "Well, we're going to fight this. Let's do whatever we can do. Let's not listen to these doctors. You know, we have a strong faith in God, and God's going to heal you. Let's just believe that if we keep praying, that God is going to heal you miraculously." She says, "Honey, I'm an engineer, and the statistics don't look good." I said, "Honey, you're a financial guy, a math guy. The numbers don't look good." And so we just sit there, holding each other's hand in the car. I said, "Okay." And she says, "Let's just go home. Start the car and go home. Go see the kids and just hug them for a little bit." I said, "Just sit with us. Let's just hug." Sat on the couch, just hug. And tears were coming down, of course. We didn't tell them. So we just, ate dinner, went upstairs to the room, and I watched some TV and kind of, didn't say anything. I mean, what do you say? What do you say now? There's nothing to say. So I just laid in bed, and she said, "It's going to be okay. We'll just have to enjoy our time." I said, "No, there's got to be a way. There's got to be a way, and we're going to fight this." So we kept going at it, and I said, okay, hours a night. So I run my own company, and I said, well, I'll do whatever we need to do to make it easier for you. Right, we'll do this chemo thing, and we'll fight this thing, and I'm so positive that God's gonna heal you, that things are gonna work, okay? Let's just be positive about things. And then she kind of had the little quirky smile, like, okay. Like, yeah, right. But okay. And she goes, well, I don't want to talk about dying. I said, okay. So I went to bed, and I said, let's just pray. And we did. We prayed every day, every night. Right? So we go through the treatments, 32 chemo treatments later, right? She passed away on Thanksgiving Day, 11/24/2016. I was holding her hand, and we were praying. And that's when she passed away. The biggest regret that I've ever had was that I never told the kids how bad it was. Through all the chemo treatments, everything else. I said, don't worry. Daddy's got it. Daddy's taking care of your mom. We're doing all these organic treatments, organic remedies. She's doing her medication. I got all this stuff. Kids, don't worry about your mom. I got your mom, okay? I'll take care of her. Right? I'm doing everything I can. All these alternative treatments, whatever it was, juicing, dieting, all that organic stuff. Did it all. Talking to doctors, reading every night, 3 to 4 hours a night online, knowing all these medical terminologies, what about cancer, how to stop growth, how to slow down growth. Talking to everybody that would talk to me. Anybody that would talk to me. Cashing out money that I don't have, like it was in my retirement accounts to pay for treatments that's not covered. She goes, honey, stop already. You gotta stop. I said, I'm not gonna stop. I said, I'll go bankrupt and I'll sell it all for you. And then she goes, you can't. And I said, one more time, one more shot, I'll do it. And going through the chemotherapy treatments, especially 32 rounds, right? 32 treatments, like every time there's a new treatment. It was kind of like the doctor didn't know what the hell to do anymore. We're just kind of throwing in the mix of cocktails and like, we'll blend this drug with that drug and let's see how it goes. And then you do the scan again after the treatments. They're like, it got worse. It didn't work. And every time it's rejection, rejection, rejection. So, I tried to figure out the silver lining of this. You know? What was the silver lining of this? Like, God's gotta give me a reason why this happened to me. Right? What did I do? What did we do? Right? We're church-going people. We love on people. We're good people. Why? Don't have that answer. Don't have that answer. And the biggest regret was having my kids come, because they never knew how bad it was, having my in-laws picking up my kids and having them go see your mom and say, you guys, you need to say goodbye to your mom. And my kids look at me and say, I hate you. And I didn't know what to do. I said, I'm sorry, I tried. I tried. And, you know, I spent months, a few weeks in bed, like not even getting up. Cried in bed, wake up in the morning, cry. My kids knocked my door. Are you gonna come out? I didn't want to see him anymore. Didn't know how to face my kids. Daddy was supposed to be the hero, right? Supposed to be the man. Yeah, I took care of my kids financially. Hey, I can take care of you financially. Money? Who cares, man? That didn't matter to me. I could send you the best private schools, give you whatever you want. New iPad, I can do that. Easy. You want a new bike, you want this, I got a problem. But that wasn't going to bring Mom back. It wasn't going to bring my wife back. Was it? So I sat there for months, about 2 months. So what am I going to do in my life? Stop working? I don't want to see anybody. I don't want to talk to anybody. And I had to make a decision. I said, man, I'm still alive. I'm still breathing. But many nights I said, why wasn't it me? I wish I could trade spots. Why wasn't it me? And I said, is there really a silver lining here? What's the positive thing that happened because of this? I said, well, you know what? This is the second half of my life now. Right? I'm 45 years old. And I said, this is my time to be the dad I've never been. This is my time to kind of make up for lost time of being the financial provider, but just being with my kids now. Going to the games, going to the events, going to the dance shows. Being their biggest cheerleader. I could be that dad. Right? I could be that person that has a deep relationship with their kids now. Where, where they had that connection with Mom, but I was never there because I was always that workhorse. Right? I don't know if you guys know about that. Just 12, 15-hour days, grind. Yeah, that was me. Being proud of it. Make all this money. Who gives a shit? Right? Your kids they didn't care about the money. I said, oh man. I said, okay. I had to step back out of my situation and say, I need to reevaluate my life. Who do I want to become? What is this next half of my life going to look like for me? Right? I said, well, the first half of my life was great. Enjoyed every single moment of my life. We had a wonderful, wonderful life. But this next half is going to even be better. Right? Be a better leader, a better father, a better friend. And that's what I'm doing. That I can look back, not now, but in a few years from now, and say, there were positive things that happened in my life. Being with the love of my life, my wife. I got 2 awesome kids to love and appreciate. That I'm not giving up on them, but being strong for them. And them seeing me be strong as well. Of knowing that, they could look back and say, you know what, my daddy, we went through all this stuff together, but my dad's my hero. My dad's my friend and my buddy. It wasn't about the money anymore. Who cares? Right? But for me, it's about having that relationship and that bond that I had with my wife, with my kids now. And I want someday to my kids to say, my daddy, that's my hero. And that's my passion. Thank you.